So a ton of people have been asking me recently, Donut, what motivates you to edit? Why did you start editing? Why do you even do what you do? Because I mean, everybody really has their own reason why they do this whole like Call of Duty thing. And I mean, for players, it can be like just because they play with friends or whatever. And it can be different for every single person. Like I edit for a different reason than like some other editors might, which is like obvious because we're not all doing this for the exact same reason. I mean, unless you think you're gonna like get all famous and get in phase or something. But the reason that I edit and the reason that I continue to edit is because I enjoy the creativity that you can do while you're editing. I enjoy that you can just take like anything and everybody can do something different to it. It's kind of like art in a way. Like nobody will paint a picture the same. And I guess that's the exact same way with editing, because I mean, even if you use the same song, same effects and everything, the edit's not going to look the same. It kind of puts your own like unique spin on things. Editing for me is mostly a pastime, and I use it as a pastime a lot. Something really felt like a job if I was trying to get into a team, where if I was like actually like staying up late doing edits, which I've done a lot of times. I'm the first to admit that. However, most of the time when I'm staying up late doing edits, and where it gets a little bit stressful, is mostly when I'm trying to help out friends. You know, like we need this cams done by this time or whatever. We need this edit done by this. Stuff like that. So yeah, the reason that I started editing was I'm pretty sure I watched a FaZe video, just like everyone else. I believe I watched one of the ill cams or something, and I was in a clan at the time as a trick shotter, and that was kind of in like 2011. It was like early like COD community. It was like, I think it was still when like people were kind of going for no scopes in pubs. Like it was like basically the best days of all this. So yeah, anyways, it was like early, and I remember me and my friends, there was only like a couple of us, like 5 or 6 of us, in this team called THG. I think I might have talked about this before, I probably did. But yeah, we had a whole bunch of clips. We used to just play for hours, and that was like the most fun thing about this. You could just get in a 6-man and just talk and be in that 6-man, just trick shot for hours, and it would never get boring. Like I don't think I would ever get off because I was bored of playing. So yeah, we had a ton of clips and we needed editors, and like we were so random. We had like 5 subscribers. So me and my friend Strand, who actually, he recently quit, but he did edit for until the same amount of time that I did. He was in silver. Me and him decided that we take matters in our own hands and we would start editing. And I mean, the editing that we were doing was with like Camtasia, and like I'm pretty sure he used like Pinnacle Studios because he had a Dazzle, and it was like back in the days when you could upload literally anything, and people would just like, if they enjoyed it, they'd like it. If they didn't, they would dislike it and tell you why. It wasn't like any of the dislike botting or any of the shit that we have now, or all the arguing and hating. And like COD Twitter wasn't even really a thing back then. Basically everything was set on Xbox. Like people weren't even really on Skype, to be honest. Like if someone put out a video, like the most spam that you would get is someone would like message you on Xbox, be like, yo, join my party, and then you join, and they'd tell you about the video. Like it was never any of like the clownfish or just like tweeting that we have now. So yeah, we would just basically edit these things for our team, and it wasn't until probably about a year or maybe a year and a half after that I really like actually wanted to do something with editing. Like I mean, I'd do like minis and shit for fun, but it wasn't until a while after that I got Sony Vegas, and that's when like my editing like really took off. One editor that was like really influential on me, I guess I can say, was FaZe Meek. FaZe Meek was like my Jesus Christ. Like I loved FaZe Meek's edits so much, and like I would always watch them. And the only tutorials I really did watch were his. He made a couple, and it was just like, I liked what about him was because he was like totally self-made. Like he didn't get anywhere because of connections or anything. He was just good, and he started in like a team called Claw, and then like joined Soar because he did a good edit and stuff. And I mean, like it's kind of sad that shit doesn't happen anymore. Now it's like really all about connections and stuff. But like he would just constantly like talk about it in his videos. Like he was so down to earth and everything. He never let any of this shit get to his head, even though he was in FaZe making tons and tons of money off. He was still like a super genuine person. And another person that I actually kind of like inspired me a lot was FaZe OBJ. Now no one really knows this, but I was actually friends with OBJ for like a couple of months, and I met him online in pubs. And someone left his 6, and he just like asked me to join his 6-man or whatever. And I joined, and I played with him for like 5-6 hours that day. Like I stayed up most of the night. But yeah, whenever it wasn't like we were like super close or anything, but whenever we were on, he would just like invite me to a 6-man. But like whenever I would do a new edit, I would always show him, like I had him on Skype, and I would show him the edit or whatever. And then there was even one time when he got me in a Skype call with FaZe Mink, and FaZe Mink was like, "Oh, it's so good that you're editing, blah blah." And that was just like that was huge. Like those guys, Meek and Mink, like they actually really helped me out, gave me a lot of motivation to keep doing this. So I want you guys to leave in the comments down below what got you to like start doing all this stuff, and what motivates you to keep doing it. I think it would be really cool because, like I said earlier, everyone does this for a different reason. One more thing that I wanted to say is congratulations to all the Vague players who got into like good teams after Vague. Like I know most of the leaders are in teams right now. It's like no one's just like kicking around as a free agent, which I'm really happy about, because ending Vague and like giving everyone like just like no notice at all really felt bad, and I'm glad to see that everyone found their way. And if I helped anyone, I don't even think I really did. I think they just either got in on skill or like personality or whatever. But I'm really happy about that. So whether you joined like Lord, Hit, Colt, whatever team it was, congrats, and I'm super glad that you're carrying on and you joined a good team. So this has been Donut, and I'll see you guys later. Would have been sick.